Greetings and welcome. This is Psychic Medium Roberto, and I truly hope you're doing well. So it turns out Windows has a built-in app to record your screen. Sometimes these gifts are around you, but when the time is right, they will present themselves to you. Alright, so here we go. Oh, okay, so we're recording live. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Okay, so what you see I'm doing, I'm going to be doing. Alright, so the subject matter is of a mature nature and deals with true crime events. All cases are treated as alleged until proven in a court of law. And of course, I haven't made a thumbnail as yet. Maybe at the end, I'll design and finish off the thumbnail, and we'll just end off nicely, calmly come down a bit as a little arty party at the end. So I've created a new grid, or a fresh grid, let's put it that way. And just to show, in fact, let's just dedicate more to the main screen. Just to recap, this was from reading 1. I'm so happy I can record my screen. All right. So what I've done now is just pull out all the days. So the event was January the 28th, very late evening into the next morning is the situation, where the backstory is, or allegedly, Karen reversed into her boyfriend intentionally and left him there to die. That's the premise, or what she's been accused of, right? So between doing the first and the current show, I received an information drop. Thank you so much. We've already communicated. I don't have the names here at the moment, beg your pardon. I will put a text up, but thank you very much. So all I'm going to do for this reading, I haven't included that information as yet, because the one piece of information you did give me is what I'm going to go with. And in the previous episode, and you're more than welcome to go have a look, and there is already energy and activity happening around me. These guys are hectic, man. You know, I'm in Africa, South Africa. Of course, depending on what your kind of, I mean, I've always been interested in what's happening in America. And of course, we watch a lot of American content. And we always hear the rumors or the stories, and we see it in movies, as portrayed in the movies. There's lots of movies about Boston Police Station and the Boston Police, and what's that big famous case that's been pushed my way? Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, all the guys there in the center of justice, as it were. In the previous reading, and I'm just quickly confirming, so we see the 33 and the 12-3 in blue. Now, the two sources that sent me the information revealed to me what they believe is the situation in this case. Okay? And it happens to be what the sleuth, two sleuths gave me, matches the 33-12-3. And in fact, I'm going to make it, put a red border here quickly. Well, I guess I'm ready to go live now, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's not easy. In my day job, we hire people to be in front of the camera. And I can attest It's not a simple thing. So slowly, let's build it up nicely. Okay, here we go, 30. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the reason why we are doing this case today, and why Karen finds herself in court being accused, ironically, of the murder of her boyfriend, who, with no disrespect, I believe he's a great policeman. He's around. He's not like, but he is keeping a bit of a distance. But he is a male, of course, which is a 4. And of course, we do know that he passed, and we will reveal all of this. But there's a new perspective here that we need to look at this grid from. And that is this 33-23. I beg your pardon, the 33-12-3, which is feminine energy. Feminine energy. This is why this has all happened. Because of a woman. And let's be clear, the woman isn't Karen. There's another woman in the play here, in the background. And I am going to now look for it. This is the first time I'm looking at this from this perspective. Sorry for the bad zoom. I do realize I'm recording, beg your pardon. So the 33 turns out is the reason why we are here. So we are looking for any situation, or we're looking for numbers related to a woman. And based on what I'm hearing, or was told, who has been under some kind of control, been kept somewhere type situation, been kept with money maybe even, I don't know that part of the story. But there's a woman in play, and in fact, let me just do a double check here. What's bothering me is the 33, because that is not just one woman. This is a collective of women. So is there some kind of racket being run here? Something goes wrong. And you'll recall in the previous episode, I'm just going back here to have a look. The January 25 and January 26, something went down here. So let's just see if we can identify a woman or woman. Okay, not there, huh? So now I've included quite a few days lead up, so I'm just going to go backwards. January 24th. So this is I've been trying to do this for you guys, where you can actually see me do this from the beginning. But let's see how we go. See, yeah, we got a 33 here. I'm going to mark that orange. This is where we're looking for the case. So we've got the 33, 12, 3 matches there, huh? Matches that blue. In fact, let's make it blue, because that is no coincidence there. It's been a bit of a long day. The writing process of the book took it out of me. I had to get Boeing out this morning, because what a hypocrisy are we dealing with. And I had a bit of a nap, but here we go. So there we've got the 33-12-3. That day I'm going to mark as orange because that is a day of interest. So we've got orange. So first of all, the first pass I'm going to do is purely looking for a woman in distress or woman situation. This is the kind of thing that I did with the Gabby Petito case. The first pass, and I write it all out, I explain everything, is I identify emotional markers. And here we've got a 22. That is an emotional outburst. That is an emotional outburst. We've got a 21-3. Here's the answer. 21-3. Under normal, if I wasn't recording this, I'd go into my emails, but I'm not going to identify email threads and emails. I will put the text here. So we got 22 emotional outbursts. 21-3 has been held against your will, captive. 21-3, here's the answer, ladies. 21-3. Let's go back some more. There's some more happening. So already we've got situation here. January 19. We've got that hidden 22 again. I'm marking that. So I'll explain. So hidden. So we're going to show the 11-2 power number. Let's say under general numerology rules, you've got to show the power number 11-2 so that it's open, right? The hidden 22 is from the 19 plus 1. So this is also telling me whatever's happening with this emotional situation is being hidden. It's also hidden. And we can see here 11-2, knowing what we know. Or let's put it this way, knowing that there are police potentially allegedly involved here. I'm flagging that 11-2 as orange. It's a warning for me. And I explained this in the Boeing video, particularly about the Boston Bridge crisis. 11-2, whatever situation you have, if there's an 11-2 around, it's big time law breaking. Without a doubt, there's something unlawful about this hidden 20. (11-2) is one of those numbers. When it's around, it's around. And whatever's happening with the 22, and we'll get there, I want to first identify that it is so, with what I've been told. And then I will reveal. I've got a spacing situation. All right. There's definitely something happening. And we'll go deeper. Okay, so we got that 11-2. 26-8, yes, also I'm going to make it red because as we know, the 26-8, I'm just going to do January 18 before I do a run through, but to end off on a 26-8, this is why the policeman was murdered. I mean, mean, of course, it's safe to say someone was going to talk about it. 26-8, it's words, it's war of words, anger, arguments. January 18, you see, something's happened even before January 18, yeah. Something's happened already before January. This is and by the information has been ongoing. All right, so let's look at what we have so far. So this is really going to be a raw reading, eh? The enthusiasts, I'll know you'll be there till the end. So let's look. So the clues that I was given was there was a woman being held against her will over here. The clue that I was given in the info dump was that a woman was being held against her will. And I have evidence of such. And unlawfully so. 11:2. But something happened, it must have happened before the 18th even to get this on the road. So let me just see. Where, see, there's the 33. 25/7. See, here's the first indication of problem, yeah. 31/4 is a very, in fact, 31/4 is the murder. So I was given this information. There's a woman being held against her will who killed herself. And here's it here, 31/4, would that be it? Orange. So anyway, the 31/4, and obviously I've got to try to tie it to a woman, and if that is the day, but 31/4 on its own, just the number 31/4, is about decomposition, is about breaking down the body processes. Body processes are stopping. 13/4 passing. So the following day, 25, we have the 26/8 again. And there, okay, so the feeling I'm getting, there's definitely in line with what the two ladies have given me, and that is Karen's boyfriend was not happy about what was going on. So unfortunately, there is something very dark and sinister happening here, that the band of brothers can sort out the band of brother, or the banded brother. And it just so happened that in the first reading, I just that 33/12/3, these guys. But we'll go deeper, because the web does not stop at the roadside of the friend's driveway. So I want to just see. So what I need to do now. So technically, we can technically prove that there's definitely a woman involved here, and there's a passing. Now I'm looking for, so here it is, 26.8 is the outburst. We can't do this anymore. You see, it is here. Beg your pardon. January 25. So here's it here, 26.8. 32.5, that's the breakup. This is where it ends for these people. January 25th, that's where it ends for them. And there was just something about this January 25, 26. There's the 26.8 again. There's a lot of death and murder going on here. All these sixes. Like this is bloody war going on here. And in fact, that's what I said to myself. And where's the imbalance of numbers? And here's it right here. This is where everything goes to shit. I'm so glad I can record this. I hope you're enjoying the experience. Let me know in the comments, please. I've been wanting to do this, which means there's a scheduled live show on May 11. It's for the book. It is for the book Q&A. Anyone who have questions, please, you're welcome to join. I am going to also probably present a case there, I think, as well. Now that I'm up and running, I'll do it this way. So we got all these sixes here. Very violent, aggressive, and in the middle of all of that, we have the 27.9. Bloody murder. So my new 2 female sleuths acquaintances across the pond. Your theory is quite correct. There's evidence of a woman in distress. January 20, here's the outburst, 21.3, held against her will. A woman, 3, has been held against her will. And, actually, this is terrible here, actually. You see, here's this 27.9. Here's this 27.9. And we've got that 27.9 on this January 26th. This was a deadly day. So a woman's been held against her will with the threat of murder. Spirit just gave me angel message. It was, and unfortunately the woman remains unidentified. For me, she may be known to the sleuths. The feeling that I've just been given, she was either going to be murdered or she kills herself. And according to the information that I received, this woman was being used. By several, allegedly by Boston police officers. That's the info I'm getting. And when I received that information, I looked at the chart here to see, is it the case? And there's no coincidence. 12/3, January 29. No coincidence whatsoever. So now, maybe I can do it in the morning, because it's fairly late here, 20:30. So it's 8:30 in the evening on May the 4th. So what I'm getting to, perhaps the second part of this reading, which I'll record in the morning, is because I was given a bunch of names with date of births. But that might be a little bit sensitive, obviously. We don't want to start pointing fingers and names. So what I thought of doing, but ladies, your case is solid, in my opinion, from my side, very far elsewhere. Of course, this is meant for entertainment purposes. Everything is alleged and needs to be tested in a court of law. But you can take this bingo card to the bank. So what I thought of doing, instead of pointing fingers, is just do a profile on the Boston police station. Looking at their date of birth, so to speak, right? So now, I just want to clear something up if anyone spots this. At the bottom of the badge, it says AD 1630, right? Now, so I had already got this date on the right hand side, and I thought, did I make a mistake? So if you do go back into the history, and I feel for Boston. For some reason, I feel for Boston. I've even done the Boston bombing there. I've done quite a bit of focus on Boston. Maybe my past life or something. But so Boston started as a night watchman. Okay, back in the 1600s. But it was formalized, as we know today, Boston Police Station, May 26, 1854. Now, so let's just look at on its own. May 26, so we got that 26/8, May the 5, the 1854 is a 9, 1 plus 8 is the 9, then 5, with another 4 gives us the 18/9, and in the day with the 26 plus so you got these numbers here, 5 plus the 26/8 will give us the 31/4. We'll get there. Are you matching some of the numbers? Are you, some of you? 44, here's this male energy that I spoke about in Ep 1. That's what I was feeling. 40 with an outcome 4. This is robust male energy. And of course a 13/4 outcome. Now when I pulled the data out, in the year now currently age 169, which gives us the 16/7 outcome. So 16/7 is over here. Hello. Let's start there, green. So we're just going to do a ping test. 16/7. We're just going to do a ping test. All right. So far we have the 16/7. So I want to just review the Boston police station first quickly before we start the ping test actually. So already 40 is a problematic number. So I'm just looking at it from a perspective of what is Karen up against? Okay. What is Karen up against? And I'm just being told about something. Oh, that comes later. All right, 13.4. So, of course, we note the 31.4. I'm going to mark that in orange. That's not a very good number for a police force. 31.4. That actually can be a distortion of the facts, because it's a disruption of, it's a breaking down of information, but this is a distortion of facts. And we've got the 31.4 here on January the 24th. I'm just looking for other numbers here so long. Of course, the prevalence of 26.8 is around as well. In fact, oh my goodness, this is significant. So let me just tell you why this is significant and why I almost thought it wasn't that significant. Now, of course, every number, and let's look at January 26 here. Let's zoom in even. We can, I've been thinking about this, and just put your mind to it, you'll figure it out. All right, January 26, 2022. The reason why I say this 26.8 is relevant here, and of course, the Boston police station also have a 26.8 in the exact same position. That is one reason why it is significant. But it's not a clincher in a bigger deal like this is. Do you know what I mean? I would need more. It needs to be either here by the 27.9 or lower. However, the reason why it is significant now is because it's part of something that's going on here. This 33.6 is premeditated murder. Whatever this was going to be was planned. This is a big red flags day here. Big red flags day. In fact, I'm going to mark it red. This is a big day here. January 26. I was going to say we should let the police know and let them investigate it. But I guess they already know. So, like I say, I don't want to point fingers at anyone. This is all alleged. We're playing a game of bingo. So I'm not going to put out all those names. Let's see how the case develops. Maybe I'll do it in the background, but it's not for public view for now. So for me, this Boston police station with these numbers is quite scary, actually. We got this ominous 18.9 as well. So when I pulled out these numbers, May 26, 1854, Spirit did say to me, keep in mind the context and time frame in which this police station technically was formed, right? So 1854. Hardy days. But In fact, I did get one image that wasn't really good. Almost like torture type tactics here when they catch people. Very unsettling, actually. Where was that? 18.9. So you'll see Boston Police Station, the year 18.9. And I'd like to share something here with you. Where it's positioned speaks about the actual heritage, lineage of this organization. That's what this, in the main, this organization will be known as. So 18.9 is technically a hidden number if this was a person. 18.9 is what you'd see when the person is at home. I mentioned this in the book. Whereas, for example, the 26.8 and the 5 and the 31.4 are the outward numbers. In other words, this is how the public will see them. And this is who they really are behind closed doors, this column here on the right. So on the far right is more hidden, and these numbers here is what people see in public of you or of this organization. In my opinion, and no disrespect to the good people, men and women of Boston Police Station, respect. And of course, times have changed in some way, in some ways. But these are treacherous numbers here, I must say. And the 18.9, where it's very significantly, and it's also just from an interest point of view, 18.9, this position here, also talks about past life information, which I speak about in the book. But getting here, so we see the reflection sequence here. I beg your pardon, no, this should be, beg your pardon, my OCD's kicked in. This should be red, because this is the crime scene, yeah. Oh gosh. We spoke about this 35.8. Whenever I see it, it just gets me. It's a terrible number at a crime scene, at a murder scene. But we do note the 18.9s here, which ping directly on Boston as well. Now, I'm not saying everyone, but the people representing a Boston police station, there's an 18.9 present. Present at the crime scene. Present at the crime scene, and not necessarily coming to investigate, I'm saying, at the crime scene or during the event. So here we have that 33 again, eh? Definitely about this woman, eh? And I'll ask you, and we can connect via email again, our two lady sleuths. Is there more than one woman being held against her will, or kept in an apartment somewhere in the city that also wants to be free? Oh, looky here, 31.4. Now, what's the 31.4 doing there? And we match there, that 31.4. Here we go, 37.10.1, the higher ups are in play. There's little rankings within the rankings. Decision makers. What is best? And here's what I'm talking about here. What is best for the organization? 37-10-1 with an outcome 10-1. What is best for the group? There's that 31-4 again, very present. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, but of course they're going to be present. They're investigating the crime scene. Okay. So let's talk about that then. Why are they pinging around and in the crime scene? Is because if there was an investigation taking place, we would see sevens. Not people's personal numbers or date of birth personal numbers. Because even at this stage, there's no investigation. We're still at the crime scene here. And I didn't mark it, beg your pardon. So here's the crime scene. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I know it will be a bit longer, but I feel I've always wanted to record this for you guys so you can see process, if you like. And of course it adds a bit more visual entertainment. So 31-4 pings directly on Boston police station as well. So this, and of course we see the 31-4 the next day. That 32-5, remember, we've seen that before as well. 32-5, I'm going to go there now quickly, but I just want to just change this here. 31-4, 32-5, hey, remember here? Which is sitting over here, January the 25th. I recall speaking in the first episode, where's it here? 32-5, 14-5. This is a breakup of the band of brothers, and in play in the reflection zone we have that reflected here. And there is multiple people involved. In fact, I'm going to red flag it. This is not Karen walking down the road with her so-called friends to view or find her boyfriend. No. This is what's left of the group communications about what has transpired, which is, again, 11-2 unlawful. And we got the energy of the Boston police station all over the scene here. There's that 32-5. It's a terrible number, 32-5. 32-5 is what Putin is doing to the Ukraine. Destruction. So this January the 26th, this is the big day here. Hey? This is where things went down. With, I believe, associated with the 33-12-3 woman being held against her will. And that's the information I was getting. This is all about not Karen. but a woman or women, multiple women, been held against their will by allegedly police officers in town. A little group of men and their dirty little secrets. Alright, I think this will be a fairly long episode. And you know, from the first episode, I could feel there's this male, dominant, very dominant male energy. 44. 4 is male energy. 4, male energy. Lots of male energy here, hey? So, dirty little secrets almost came out, and they had to do something about it. I'm just doing one more pass to see if I pick up any other information that wasn't either shared in the first one or this one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave that at that one, and please stay safe, stay alert, let me know what your comments and thoughts are. I do love engaging with you, and please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.